So, New World is getting a new roadmap, and people are not very happy about it. Let's talk about it. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, for more MMORPG content, and let's go into it. So, what's the issue? Here's the roadmap. It's actually pretty nice. I actually saw this a few days ago, and I was like, man, this is not that bad. I actually don't hate it at all. Now, I'm not really connected to the community, so what do I know? But it seemed nice, you know? Cross-world expeditions and improved Gun Thunder. Beforehand, you could not play with other people from other servers. You could only play with people on your servers. Now you're going to be able to queue in into dungeons. This is great. New artifacts. 8 more. There's essentially relics in Guild Wars 2. You're going to be able to collect them, get new abilities on your weapons. Awesome. Season Trial, essentially a strike mission. Pretty cool as well. Main story quest, fully updated. Awesome. Season pass and rewards. A new battle pass, I guess. Seasonal events, same as always. Gamepad support. That sounds like we're getting consoles. And that's pretty poke. And that's probably, and they actually said on the video when they announced this roadmap, they essentially say, yes, there's gonna be a huge announcement next roadmap. What does that sound to me? That sounds to me like console. Pretty awesome. And at the end, performance bug fixes and combat balance. This game is full of bugs. It was full of bugs on release. It's now as well. The expansion was also full of bugs and it sucked. And they really need to figure out how to fix them. And combat balance. And also, I saw in a Discord message from one of the devs. It's in the Reddit anyways. They're essentially saying that they're trying to, and they're gonna strive forward to fixing and reworking and rewriting how the combat works. Which I think it's good, because this game has always felt very laggy, very rubber bandy, and there's a lot of desyncs, and that really makes you not really enjoy that much in the combat. And I think, honestly, this is going to be great for the game. But the truth is, and even if you see this, there's not a lot of content here. What is it, like, in 4 months, 1 strike, one boss, I guess, 8 new relics, 8 new artifacts. That's not that much. Like, we in Guild Wars 2, we are not here in Content Land where we get so much, but even we got more. Like, next patch that we're getting, essentially their patch, then, you know, February to May patch, we're gonna get a new piece of the next map. We're gonna get a new meta. We're gonna get new weapons. We're gonna get new skins. You know, we're gonna get like so much more. A new CM, right? Like a new hard mode. We're gonna get so much more than they. And it's really interesting to me because I think Guild Wars 2 and New World are in the same position where they're both games. They are trying to fix a lot of the things that the game has had for a lot of problems that they had for a while, but that takes time and development time. And of course, if you don't do that, you're probably not going to be able to fix and also you're not going to be able to do as much content as other games that are essentially established overall. And I found it very interesting that that's what's happening. People are not very happy though. As you can see, the first thing here is that's not a roadmap. That's a slap in the face. That's the same. This first comment, very bad. I mean, you're correct. It's really not a roadmap. Rerunning all the combat is huge though, and I actually agree with this because that's one of the things that keeps me away from the game and many people away from the game. I was actually talking to my chat, and they were also saying the same thing. There's far more than 1 to 2 new expeditions. Yes, but here's the issue, and I think at the end of the day, if you want people excited about your MMO, you not only have to fix your things, you also have to be able to create new content for the people who love your game and don't get bored. I understand that you want to fix your game. I get it, and you should, but you have to do both. Same problem that we're having in Guild Wars 2 right now. They are fixing the game. They are making a lot of good things, but we need more content. And if you don't keep your people happy with your game, you're gonna lose them. And that is kind of so in some ways the veterans are kind of the lifeblood of the game, and new players are important too, but you have to keep them. You have to keep the other guys fine as well. I think the best way to do this, honestly, especially in case of New World, and in some ways in Guild Wars 2, is that you have to have things to do for the veterans to grind. I don't think New World has a lot of things like this. They don't have a lot of like very big grinds with skins or whatever. They're like legendaries that you can go for and grind for months and months and months and get it, and then hey, 3 months passed and now the new patch is coming and you didn't even notice because you were doing this. They don't really have this that much. Maybe doing something like Season of the Dragon as they did in EOD while we're waiting for that expansion to happen would be a nice thing for New World. Something for the veterans to do so they can occupy their mind into that and not think about the fact that they're gonna have to wait for new content. Same thing for Guild Wars 2, because right now we don't have a lot of grunts, I'm not gonna lie. So they should probably do the same thing. is probably the best way of doing it. I do think, and this is very questionable for me, I don't know why they're doing gamepad support and obviously trying to do the console thing. I don't think it's a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing, but I don't think it should be the priority. Right now, this game, what is the issues? The game is kind of scuffed, first of all. There's a lot of issues with the game, a lot of bugs, a lot of coding issues. Every time some new patch comes out, everything just breaks. The last season they had just wasn't playable for like a whole day. They have to unload, like you couldn't get into the new dungeon because it was completely bugged. It had crash issues. It's just too much. And then you're focusing on doing consoles and in bringing to consoles. Fix your game, give a good amount of content for your players so they're happy. Then, when you're done with the fixing your game, then move it to consoles. You have only one time, one shot for consoles. And you don't want to waste it. Okay? You have to have your game ready for that. Otherwise, they might not try it again. All those console gamers will try this game once and then they'll leave. You better have your game ready for that. Otherwise, you lost your chance. And this game that has a lot of potential, and I do think that the Amazon Game Studios do want this game to succeed because, and we saw this in the other Reddit post on there was a dev that essentially said this on the Discord. I think it's the partner Discord. I'm not really sure. They essentially said that this game, New World, is gonna be the base of the next MMO they're gonna do, the Lord of the Rings MMO. So all the development they put in this game is actually not gonna be wasted. So they obviously are fully committed to New World. Right now, the Lord of the Rings MMO from Amazon has 5 people on it. That's not that much. That's not that much at all. This means that they have no choice but to go inside of New World and just blast it. Just make the game as good as they can. And even honestly, if all of this fails, they will still continue doing this. This is why I have so much faith about this game, because they're not gonna give up. They have no reason to give up. The only thing they can do is just keep going. And I don't think this is the way. I think honestly, pushing console and not focusing on that, instead of focusing on fixing the game, making it so the code doesn't break every time, and also giving content for people to actually play. And then when everything's ready and you're in a good pace, then you go for the console. Right now, it seems like a bit of a waste of time. That being said, I'm excited to see what happens. I hope everything goes well. I like New World and I like MMOs and I want all of them to do well. It's not only because I like Guild Wars 2 and I only want Guild Wars 2 to do well, I want every one of them to do well. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people that that work on New World actually came from in it as well. So I'm hoping for the best for them. And I really wish them the best. And I do think they have a very good way of communicating with their players. They do like a live stream like every week. And I think that's pretty awesome. So I hope them the best. I hope they fix it. And I hope because I'm pretty sure the players are not that big right now. I hope not a lot of people leave or they get more people when the patches come out. Like even their subreddit, like they only have 500 people here. It's a bit not that much for an MMO, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Like Guild Wars 2 even at this time probably has like 1,500. They have way more people most of the time. And Guild Wars 2 is not the biggest game. But I do hope the best for them. And we'll see what happens. I'll do another video when some more news happening about this game. We're gonna do the Throne of Liberty video very soon as well. See you guys around. Love you all. Bye bye.